It's Final Four time, and there's chalk in the air.
The most exciting time of the year.
We've got the number one offense in the country versus the number one defense.
4 teams have reached the final, and let's see who hoists the trophy.
And we've got the number one overall seed versus the hottest team in college basketball.
Who's going to win?
It's going to be one heck of a Final Four.
Let's get into it.
Welcome to The Sweat. My name's Mark.
I'm Dallas.
Let's break it down. All right, so it's been an interesting tournament this year. We had upstart young coach John Calipari was our Cinderella story.
Oh, yeah.
People not loving that. People they like their big upsets. That has been the case for this tournament.
Yeah, a lot of people are pointing towards NIL as why the 4 number 1 seeds are reaching the Final Four. There's a lot of factors that go into it, but so far, this tournament has had a lot of exciting moments.
Yeah, I mean, if you love basketball, we've seen some really, really good games. We've seen some blowouts. That happens every year. But I think overall, it's been a really fun tournament.
No. Do you have a favorite game in mind, Mark?
Oh, man. I mean, we've talked about this Colorado State game where they lost. And, we love our guy, Neek. That was a tough one. But Derek Queen, he's tough, man. He's going to be playing in the NBA next year, I assume. And, he pulled the Terps through.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we're Colorado guys, so Dominique Cliver, he holds a special place in our hearts. So it was tough to see him go out. I think for me, my favorite game probably was the UConn-Florida game. A bunch of high, potent offenses meeting each other. 2 battle-tested teams. Exciting basketball.
And some fun action in the hallway after the game.
A little chippy, but
just
we love that just a little bit.
Yeah, you got the kind of age.
Oh yeah, exactly.
All right, Dallas, let's talk about the first matchup here. Let's talk about the Florida Gators going to go up against the overall number 1 seed, Auburn Tigers.
Well, this is going to be an exciting matchup. These teams have met earlier on February 8th with the Florida Gators defeating the Auburn Tigers at a score of 90-81.
In Auburn.
In Auburn, too, of all places.
When the Tigers were sitting number 1, Florida came in and kind of whooped them.
Oh, yeah. So it kind of shocked the world a little bit and also, helped Florida make a great case to why they deserved a high seed in the tournament. So it should be interesting. Who do you got winning this game?
It's tough. I like to look at the players, right? And I'm torn in this one, right? We've got Walter Clayton Jr., who can't miss right now.
No.
We've got Janai Broome, who hasn't missed all season, right? I mean, the guy's a warrior. He put a big scare into Auburn fans.
Oh, yeah.
Looked like he'd hurt his elbow, went off the court, pulls his best little Willis Reed impression, comes right back out, chucks up a 3 and nails it. Everybody breathes a sigh of relief.
Oh, yeah.
Watching these two guys go is just a joy as a basketball fan.
It's going to be an exciting matchup. I mean, when you look at Clayton's impact, he has been pivotal for Florida. He's been clutch all year, and his journey has not started this year. He has been doing this since he stepped into college. Every single time the NCAA tournament comes along, this guy lights it up.
He's got ice water in the veins. I think because of that, I'm giving the edge to Florida here. I mean, I think you got to contain Broome. Florida may have an answer in Alex Condon. Solid player there. They're going to be battling down low. Both dealing with, looks like some, they're dinged up at this point. Kind of like everyone is this time of year, right? But Florida's got to do, what they did when they were in Auburn. They were hitting shots, right? They hit 13 threes in their last meeting. Really was the key to the game. Auburn can't allow that to happen. We're talking about Florida with the number, according to Ken Pom, second most efficient offense out there, right? Auburn, 3rd. The defenses, Florida's the 10th. Auburn's the 8th. There's a reason these guys are 1 seeds, right?
Yeah.
It's going to be an amazing battle. What do you think?
Well, you got to take Auburn's perimeter defense into account, led by Denver Jones, a phenomenal perimeter defender. If Florida is going to come in there and hit a bunch of threes, they're going to have to get through him.
Can Denver Jones slow down Walter Clayton right? Can anyone slow down Walter Clayton right now?
I don't think anybody can slow down Walter Clayton right now. But all you can do, as they say with Kobe Bryant, is hope to contain him.
And, of course, the same has to be said about Janai Broome.
No.
So this is going to be a fun one. Yeah. And your pick is...
Oh, after watching Auburn last night, I got to say that Auburn will take this game. Just because, they've been the favorite all year. They've been ranked number 1 all year. Every single day, they've had a team challenge them and ask why are they number 1. And constantly, time after time, they have proven why they belong there.
Yep, they're tough. I mean, they had a little bump right around the end of the year, but they look to be right back in form. It's going to be a good one. So you're taking Auburn?
I'm going to take Auburn this one.
All right, I'm going Florida on this one. I think Florida it's going to be pretty close to last. I think it's going to be about an 8-9 point win, but I think it's going to be a nail biter through the whole thing.
All right, so for our next matchup, we have an East versus Midwest matchup. Final Four, Duke, Houston. This is some exciting basketball. Who you got, Mark?
I got to go with my Blue Devils. I have no choice. Plus, they just have to be top offense in the country, and the defense isn't too shabby either with Ken Pom putting them at 4. A lot of talent on that team, but Houston scares me.
Yeah, no, Houston, when you talk defense and rebounding, they are number 1 in the country. But to see a team full of freshmen like Duke that is able to not only continuously play defense but also rebound at an elite level, it's hard to get that out of freshmen. I got to commend them for what they're doing. That's going to be a very, very impressive matchup with two really potent defensive teams, actually. I was going to say offense, but Duke has a slight edge offensively.
Yep.
But defensively, defensive rebounding, who do you think would take the edge in this matchup?
It's going to be tough. Duke's the taller team. They're the biggest team in the country.
Yeah.
They don't have a starter under 6'5". That's quite a luxury to have. But Houston's tough. Kelvin Sampson's got his guys, as always. They leave everything out there on the floor, and they rebound the hell out of the ball. So it's going to be interesting. Duke's got size, but it's not like Houston doesn't have a few pretty large guys on their side as well. Got a couple guys go around 6'8", 250. Duke's going to have to be careful with that. They can move some people around.
Yeah. I mean, Houston plays with a lot of toughness. They don't have the height, but those guys have heart. And Kevin Sampson, if you watch one of his practices, you understand where that heart comes from. Key matchups now.
I mean, it's always going to start with this, right? It's Cooper Flagg versus who are they going to put on? He does a whole lot of everything. I don't know that you can stop him. But teams have shown an ability to slow him down. So it's going to be interesting to watch. Does Houston throw a whole bunch of bodies at him? Are they going to try to just wear him out that way? Are they going to just put their best defender on him? Unfortunately for Houston, Duke's shown an ability to win without Cooper Flagg. It's not like they don't have a whole lot of talent, a whole lot of first options on almost any other team.
Yeah, no, you make a really good point on the Duke players. I think every single one of those guys are going to cause a matchup problem for Houston. But you cannot ignore Houston's talent.
Lots of talent on that team.
Talent
and toughness.
Oh, yeah. A lot of people like to discredit their talent, thinking that all they play with is heart and hustle. But I'm telling you, they got guards like L.J. Cryer who can light it up. And he is playing out of his mind right now. Averaging 15.2 points per game during the season. That's going to be a matchup nightmare for whoever's going to be guarding him on the Duke side.
Agreed.
And as well as that matchup, you also have the Bigs matchup. Big man, Juwan Roberts. He's a senior going against a freshman. We love seeing those type of matchups.
You said an interesting thing. It's a senior going up against a freshman. Houston is the more experienced team. And a lot of times, that's going to win out. A lot of people say, well, they're not freshmen anymore, but this time of the year, yeah, but they're not guys who've been here 3 times already. That experience, I think, that could be a real edge for Houston.
And one thing that you see as a consistent theme with good teams is that their bigs always know how to rebound the ball and keep their turnovers to a low level.
It's interesting. Everyone talks about Houston's defense, but Houston shoots the ball lights out from 3. They're literally the best 3-point shooting team in the country. No one talks about it. They don't shoot a ton of them, but they don't miss a ton of them either.
Yeah, you make a great point. But I would also say that Alabama met Duke earlier in the tournament, and they had a record-breaking 25 threes before they met Duke. But Duke was able to stop all that 3-point shooting and win the game.
Yeah, that 25, I think, was a record.
Yeah.
And Duke has the ability, which is unique among most teams out there. They really can switch 1 through 5. You and I have talked about, we've seen Kon Malawach out there guarding a 1, which, if you're the 1, that's got to be terrifying.
Oh, yeah. And if you're a big guy and you're able to guard a 1, you as a coach, you feel really good about your defense. If you're guard switching 1 through 5 and there's nothing that the other team can do about it. Oh, no. It's going to be an exciting one. I know you're a Duke fan.
I am.
Are you kind of a little wary?
Houston scares me. I think they are just a wonderful team to watch. Kelvin Sampson, certainly one of the great coaches out there. And he's got his guys ready, and they're playing so well. It's going to be a fun one, but I'm going to stick with the Blue Devils. I think they've just got so much talent. They've got so much depth. They're bringing guys off the bench that would be starters almost anywhere else. I've got to go with them in a tight one. I think a little more low scoring than Duke would probably like, but I think they're going to pull it out in the end. What are your thoughts, Dallas?
Coming from my background and experience, I love a matchup that just relies on defensive rebounding. Which team is going to be tougher, basically? And so, even though I do believe that Houston is a very tough team, I think that Duke's talent is too much for him. You see the best player in the country. I wouldn't even say it's an argument at this point. I really do believe that Cooper Flagg is the best player in the country. I've never seen anything like him in my life. I think that because of the talent that Duke has, they're going to take this game as well.
All right, well, we agree for once.
No, finally.
All right, Dallas, we've talked about the individual matchups. Final thoughts here. You picked Auburn. You picked Duke. Got a matchup with those two. Who are you going with to hoist the trophy?
I know this is going to hurt you as a Duke fan, but I do believe that Auburn, for how consistent they've been all year, and all you can ask is for consistency.
Sure.
They've been consistently proving that they've been number one all year. Duke has challenged it, but I do believe that they're not about to let that happen again in the championship game. Round 2 matchup, Auburn hoists the trophy.
So I don't worry about that as much because I picked Florida going
yeah.
against Duke. And I think that'd be a real fun one to watch. I would honestly, in some ways, rather see Florida than Auburn if I'm a Duke fan, and I am. Because, as we've said, it's tough to beat a team twice like that. In the end, though, I think Duke just has piles of talent, more than any other team out there. They're young, but they play together as a team. They play great team defense. In the end, I've got to go with my Devils.
Hey, well, it should be interesting to see how this one plays out.
It's going to be a fun one. It's going to be a fun one. No matter, we could be completely wrong. You can't go wrong with any of these 4 teams.
They've got this far. It's been an exciting tournament. Credit to all 4 teams anyways for making it this far.
All right. That's been our breakdown. Hope you all have enjoyed it. If you get a second, we really appreciate it. If you like, subscribe, share, comment, feed that algorithm. It's real quick, but it means a lot to us.
Yeah, do all that special stuff, and thanks for hanging out with us and watching us break down this game. I'm Dallas Walton.
Mark Nelson, thanks for watching The Sweat.
Take care.